You never listened, Tunde. One day, your stubbornness will burn everything you've built. That was the last thing Amaka said before she slammed the bedroom door. And Tunde, Mr. Tunde Babalola, CEO of Babalex Logistics, the man who prided himself on being in control, just sighed and reached for his car keys. It was 7:45 a.m. The city was awake, restless. Honking cars, people rushing to work, street vendors shouting prices. Tunde adjusted his tie, ignoring the small voice of doubt that whispered in his mind. He told himself, she's just being dramatic. But Amaka wasn't the type to nag. When she spoke, it usually came from a place of sense and foresight, a kind of quiet wisdom he often mistook for emotion. The night before, Amaka had sat at the dining table, scrolling through something on her phone. "Tunde," she said softly, "that new contract from Apex Holdings. Don't sign it yet." "I have a bad feeling," he laughed. "Amaka, please. You and your feelings. This is business, not intuition. Do you know how big this deal is?" She didn't raise her voice. She never did. "I just need you to check again. I read something about the company's finances online. Something's off." Tunde waved her off, half listening as he sipped his wine. "Leave business to business people, darling. Trust me." She had looked at him, long and silent. Then she said it, the sentence that would haunt him later. "Trust isn't ignoring a warning, Tunde. It's hearing one and doing something about it." By 10 a.m. the next morning, Tunde was in his glass office, 30 floors above the city, signing the deal Amaka told him to delay. The CEO of Apex Holdings, Mr. Kareem, was all smiles, too wide, too polished. Cameras flashed, hands were shaken. Laughter filled the room. Tunde smiled too, but deep down, something was gnawing at him. A flash of Amaka's serious face drifted into his thoughts. He brushed it off. By 2 p.m., everything began to crumble. His accountant, Chuka, stormed into his office, face pale. "Sir, we've got a problem. Apex just had their assets frozen. Fraud investigation. The news is everywhere." "What?" Tunde blinked. "Frozen? They used our partnership to move funds, sir. The media's already running with the story. They're saying Babalex is complicit." Tunde's phone exploded with calls. Lawyers, reporters, investors. In less than 2 hours, his company's name was trending for all the wrong reasons. That evening, the office felt colder. The laughter and hum of the day had been replaced by chaos. Staff whispered in corners. Phones rang unanswered. Tunde sat at his desk, hands trembling slightly. He'd built this company from nothing. 10 years of sweat, sacrifice, sleepless nights. And now, one decision, one arrogant dismissal, was pulling it all down. He looked at his phone, at the unread messages from Amaka. "Please, Tunde, don't sign yet. Something isn't right. I love you, but you're not listening to me." He closed his eyes. For the first time in years, he felt small. When he got home, Amaka was sitting in the living room, still in her work clothes, watching the news. The headline glared across the TV screen. Apex Holdings and Babalex Logistics under investigation. She didn't look at him. "You signed it, didn't you?" Tunde stood there, briefcase still in hand, unable to speak. She sighed, turned off the TV and faced him. "I told you. Not because I wanted to control you, but because I saw what you didn't." "I thought that I was overreacting?" she interrupted. "That I didn't understand business?" He said nothing. She got up, walked past him toward the bedroom, but stopped at the door. "Tunde, you're brilliant. But brilliance without humility is blindness. I don't need to be right all the time. I just need you to listen." The door clicked shut behind her. 3 weeks later, Tunde's company was still fighting for survival. The lawyers managed to prove they had no part in the fraud, but the damage was done. Clients pulled out. Contracts were canceled. Trust was broken. He sat in his home office one evening, staring at his phone. The same phone he used to ignore Amaka's calls when he was too busy or in a meeting. Now, she was the one who had gone quiet. He typed out a message. You were right. I should have listened. I'm sorry. But then he deleted it and walked to the kitchen, where Amaka was making tea. He stood there for a while before finally saying, Amaka, thank you for trying to protect me, even when I didn't deserve it. She looked up, her expression softening. It's not about deserving, Tunde. It's about partnership. He nodded slowly, the weight of the words sinking in. Months later, after the storm had passed, Tunde rebuilt, smaller, wiser, grounded. Amaka became his unofficial advisor. Every major decision went through her first. One evening, at a dinner with investors, someone joked, Tunde, your wife runs your business now, oh. He laughed, raised his glass, and said, No, she saves.